Hey Bobbin, it's Brett, and I wanted to walk through how to change the playlist on the homepage of the new site. I'm actually working on the staging side as I make this video, so these changes will not be permanent. But to make the change here, we want to go in and edit the page. Now, I'm already logged into WordPress, so I have the WordPress admin bar at the top of the site. So I'm going to click Edit Page, and the Divi Builder will launch. If it doesn't launch, sometimes it might be minimized, that is, not minimized. So expand it if you need to. And we want to get in and change the player that shows up. We have in this case, we have a slider set up on this site, but there's only one slide on it, which is how we achieve the full width look and feel of things. And as we scroll down through this slider after opening it up, we see a WordPress editor down here, and there's a text version and a visual version of that editor. And there it comes logging up or setting up. And if we want to edit that, I've selected the visual tab, give it a second or two to load sometimes if necessary, and I'm going to hit edit. I'm going to show you the code of this as well, because this might help. This is driven by a default WordPress playlist tool, and in it pulls in the ID numbers of several different media library tracks, MP3 files that we've loaded onto the site. And this dictates the order of it if you just wanted to see the code. But we're going to do it the visual way, which is a little easier to understand for most people. Not always the fastest way, but easier to understand. So we're going to click the Edit button, click on it once. I'm clicking the Edit button. Here we go. Okay, so we are in here and we're looking at the tracks. Now, these are MP3 files that are loaded into your WordPress media library. And if I click on any one of these, this is where we see some information that includes our ability to include a title in the media file that's present. So it does help if these items are loaded up. Looks like this one doesn't show it. I'm going to add that. I'm going to update the audio list. Now, if I wanted to change things around, I can drag and drop to change the order of these media files. Or if I wanted to reverse order, I could simply reverse all of them. If I wanted to add an additional track, I can do that over here, and I'll do that in just a second. Or if I wanted to delete a track, I could hit the X on any one of these and they would go away. So noting the particular file for the narration demo, I'm going to remove that and then add it back in again. And that was added in, looks like 2016. There may be multiples in our media library, so I want to make sure I remember where it is. So I'm going to delete that, and to show you the before and after, I'm going to hit update. We can see it there. I have to hit save for this module. This is a Divi module. So I'm saving and exiting that, and then we have to hit update to save this page in WordPress. Nothing totally saves until we hit this particular update button right here on the website. And it's loading up. Okay, the changes are saved. I'm going to open this into a new tab real quick just so that we can see the current results. We can see that we've got 3 tracks now instead of 4. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in one more time. I'm going to click on the hamburger menu items to drill into this slide and scroll all the way down to the text editor. Once again, I'm going to left click on the text click or single click on a Mac. And then I'm going to click on the pencil to edit. And now we're going to add an audio playlist, or we're going to add a track to the playlist. And we want this, not this one, but this one, the narration demo 2016, the third version of that track. We could add many more tracks. These are all ready to go in. There's a German accent and a first-person narrator. that's showing up right now. I'm going to go ahead and add those, and you can see that those show up. You can see again that I can move the narration back into the second slot, and since I'm not making the call on what shows up in the playlist one way or another, I can remove those items and hit update the playlist. I can see there are 4 tracks listed once more. I'm going to save that slide module, and then I'm going to save the slider module. And then once again, I'm going to hit update on WordPress, on this WordPress page that is. It's still updating the address bar. Here it goes. And I'm going to load that into a new tab one more time to check our work, check the results. And there we have it. We've got 4 tracks loading. Now, just as a reminder, if you ever notice any oddities, things not showing up after you make a correction or something like that, you might want to come into this setting here. GoDaddy runs a special thing called a cache to help speed up the site. For some minor adjustments, they'll lock those into place to help speed things up because they don't change that often. But when you actually come and edit them maybe once a year, you might need to clear that out of the cache. Now, this is what GoDaddy sends to other websites, different than the cache that's on your individual browser, the things that your browser has received. That too may need to be cleared as well. But there you have it. There's the quick version of how to update this playlist on the homepage. Please let me know if you have any questions.